Blends the alien fragment. You know, I think that's like the take that like historians and archaeologists need to adapt to. You know, get people interested in the old times, but in modern times. Yeah, like, let's get like a Top Gear special where it's like an archaeology dig or something like that. I think that'd be quite exciting. The equivalent we need. Because I'm not really a car man at all, right? I don't know shit about cars. But just because of like watching Top Gear and shit back in the day, that got me just like weirdly interested. Because it was just funny entertainment. You were very tired, build a hab bed and get some rest. I'm fine. Only boomers like Top Gear. I just love like the stupid challenges where like, they'd be like driving across like the channel, trying to get to France and shit. Like Richard Hammond, he almost killed himself several times in the production of that show. He had a lot of accidents. Hammond! Hammond, you bloody idiot! You broke the mask of Agamemnon. Oh no. Honestly, a Top Gear style history show testing out random historic bullshit would be great. It would! Like, I'd love stuff like that. You know, like, cars were the limiting factor for the potential of that show to get, like, an audience interested in something. Most people who watch it just do not give a shit about cars. Well, this bit of experimental archaeology is ripe for this. Like, why haven't archaeologists just tried... Now, hear me out. What if there's like a spot where like you don't know if anything's there? What if you just set off a big bomb? I don't think it's even made it to the church yet. We'll know when it hits the church. Holy shit, what was that? It's the Big Bang. Just see what's under there. Like, yeah, I mean, some of it's gonna take damage, but you're gonna cover like a much wider area significantly faster if you really think about it. Archaeological dig site, but you just plant some TNT. Demolition excavation. There you go. They use that on the pyramids. Okay, but maybe not the pyramids though, because we know that's there. I'm talking about like you go into like the middle of the Sahara Desert, right? Find a real quiet spot. And you plant the bomb. And just see what you find. What if you destroy something priceless? Well, you didn't know it was there anyway, so like nothing lost, you know? It wasn't gonna be found. You might as well give it a go. Sorry we destroyed the Ark of the Covenant. We had a bomb. I'm surprised we haven't had more like historical moments where like archaeologists have just been like, fuck it. Like, you know, just give it a go. I'm surprised we haven't had that. We did, they just didn't record it. These headline fossils destroyed by careless streamer. Have you seen Indiana Jones? Yeah, he kind of destroys a lot. Yeah. Archaeology classes are there to filter out the dynamite archaeologists. Yeah, but there's gotta be like some people like doing like studying archaeology just because they've seen Indiana Jones, you know? And like they've got the hat and the whip and everything. There's gotta be some people out there like that. Like who take a more hands-on approach to archaeology. There has to be. They're generally directed to the door. People in my criminal justice class join because of shows. Yeah, like in the same vein, like there's someone who's an actual lawyer out there because they played Ace Attorney. Like, no joke. So it's gotta happen. Do you consider the bombing of Rome during World War II a big excavation project? No, I'm not suggesting that. No, I'm saying go somewhere where it's just like the desert. There's nothing there. And like no one is interested in exploring and just be like, fuck it. Let's just see if we find something. I'm not suggesting that. It's like, there might be something under Paris. Set it off. That's not what I'm suggesting. Like, go somewhere where no one is. I'm a mechanical engineer because of an old game called 4x4 Evolution. That's really cool. Oh, I'm starving to death. Hang on, sorry. Dan wants to pull off one of those I destroyed a Minecraft ecosystem vids IRL. It's not, that's not what I'm suggesting, but I don't know. Like, I'm just surprised people just haven't tried that. I'm just surprised that we don't like hear more about that. Where it's like, just fuck it. See what happens. I'm not suggesting, but maybe because Boba thinks generally lands you in jail. Yeah, that's a fair point. We're talking a controlled archaeological excavation. Okay, no, yeah. I can't argue this anymore. Science compels us to explode the sun. But like, if we lived, okay, I'm not suggesting we do this, but if we lived in a universe where we had like 10,000 suns, like they're everywhere around the planet, and like a sun is just like, you know, it's like the equivalent of like, it's just like the equivalent of like a lamp in your home. Someone would try blowing up just to see what happens. It's like the hydraulic press channel. Is someone gonna tell? No, I know that with stars, but like, what happens if you put a sun under the hydraulic press? Can you hydraulic press a sun? We're talking a real strong hydraulic press. What happens? You just create a black hole, or the supernova press channel? Melted hydraulic press. We're talking a hydraulic press that could do it. Press would melt, but what if it didn't? What if it was a stronger press? What if it didn't? It'd still melt. Astrophysics major, answering your question, heavy element fusion would happen due to the increase in pressure and energy, pretty quickly go supernova and become a neutron star dependent on the type of star. That'd be a really exciting episode of the hydraulic press channel. That'd be like a cracking YouTube video. Thank you for that answer. Thank you. And do you think the first person to walk on Mars is alive today? That's Matt Damon. They made a movie about it. He is the Martian. How do you think they recorded the movie? They sent him there. It's a documentary. The United States government has spent a lot of money trying to rescue Matt Damon. He does get into like a lot of precarious scenarios across multiple roles. Like that's actually not far off the truth. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know what keeps happening. I was cooking so I couldn't reply for a while, but archaeologists blowing shit up with dynamite and hoping for the best happened a lot in the early days of archaeology. Back when it was mostly old rich Brits and their local slaves of the field. So much historical stuff was lost because of that. That's why standards were developed. But I'm saying we try it, but in the middle of nowhere. Like, just take a chunk of Sahara Desert. No one's using it anyway. Just see what happens. You just want to set off explosions. Dan, would you move to space if it was all paid for you? No, I'm kind of scared of space. I can't handle being in a plane. Like, I'm terrified of flying. All these times, like, I'm traveling for, like, conventions and, like, just hopping around the world for whatnot. I'm actually, like, scared shitless of flying. I hate it. I can't handle the feeling of turbulence at all. Like, it makes me feel like I'm gonna die. How'd you get to Vegas and Japan? With difficulty. I really struggle in planes. I wouldn't trust anyone who pays me to go to space. It is kind of worrying if someone's paying you to go. Yeah. Because, like, that's implying, like, very much a test subject. It's a job. Well, no, if you're an actual astronaut, that's different. But someone's like, just live in space forever. I'll give you $50. Something may not be right there. What an astronaut does. But I'm talking like sci-fi future. As I get off the Earth, I will give you money to. I would live in space for $50. Anything for $50. If it pays my student loans. 2,000 very small, and thank you for 100 bits. I can't believe I'm using money to tell you this, but there's a term in archaeology called in situ, which means in the original context. Finding an artifact in the context it was found and could tell a lot about what the object is or what it was used for, so blowing up the dig site would not be the best idea. I think I'm gonna get into archaeology. I might give it a go. But there's loads of shit you can find in Ireland. But you clear out this shit for me. Historical data discs. Okay, this is archaeology in action. We've come full circle now. I am responsible for history now. Okay. Got my rifle. This is how we do archaeology. Alright, he just caught me off guard. Got everything. That wasn't bad at all. This is what archaeology looks like. Alright, this can make quick work of it. There we go. Think about a heart attack in space. As a diver, I'm used to the mouthpiece mask combo, but full masks freak me out. It's like putting a goldfish ball on your head. What it seems. I'd just be worried that, like, if, like, you bop into something and, like, well, I guess I'm just instantly dead. You know? That would be my biggest fear. Like, moved a little too quick. Or, you know, you have, like, an Arnold moment from the Magic School Bus where you take off your helmet and you're just dead. I just don't trust myself to stay alive. Can I go through the gas giant? No, that's famous last words. Okay, there's gotta be something in here. Because I think the gravitational pull is starting to pull us in. Full speed ahead. You're burning up. All I see is darkness. All I see is... Oh, you died! Like, congratulations! Oh, I returned to my previous body. You can retrieve any other items from your inventory. Yeah, sure. Let me just go pick it up. Oh my god, he did. We were actually close to surviving that. We got some strong bones in these guys. It's a container. Yeah, let me just pick all that up. Only one thing left to do. Let me see if I can, like, whip through it. This is the man who survived Jupiter. Just went right through it.